streaming, everything goes to plan. With 30 seconds delay. Welcome back. Let's see if we can keep some stats here. We're currently are at 421. So mainly I want to check if I'm able to keep Mythic around the first at least 500 to the rest of the month. So let's see how it goes. Now, I wanted to try some decks, so most likely I'm gonna be losing a lot. Now I made some changes for this one today. The changes were this one. This one is an old deck that I like. I love the adventure mechanic. And today was one day that I was able to actually use it. Crusher, remember now. Then I used the deck for this event, historic. Yeah, it failed because I made that change and I went too old, so that was a good one. I want to try some other decks. Let's see if we are able to do something with the greens. This one is a no-go. I don't have a single first turn interaction. Get some removal and that's it. I don't like it. Most of the times there's a lot of combo decks, so it won't work. Yeah, that's good. Tor brand. Haste to Torpin and it starts swinging. This is a new trial that I'm trying to do to see if I can do some hours. Not only for stream, but also for YouTube. Haven't really. That's really fast. You get particles there. I don't see any mana producers. Yeah, I'm receiving some damage. Some damage. There's no mana producers. Elves is good, and it's not pulling out anything like really good. So let's start skipping. Yeah, I got No, they have 4 mana, so likely we'll be having a Coco. If it's a Coco, they probably will double block. So let's do one thing. And swing with the champion. If he has a Coco, doesn't matter. Has first strike, and it's gonna be dealing 3. And there is one. He dies. And let's go up. If you have another Coco, think twice. Woo! Nice. So you have to block. If you double block this one, you can't. If you double That's a good thing is that I'm kind of waiting list. Okay, I'm going first. So we will flip first turn, second turn, this 2 or this one. And yeah, let's go with that one. Certain type of this one. Can be sacrifice. Let's kill this small birdie. Okay. That's what I thought. Some damage. She's gonna block 1. So kind of is going to neutralize the thing. Yeah. Did neutralize the damage that I dealt and proceed to. Something tells me I'm gonna need an additional land for Vortex. Yeah. Chip and damage. The main problem is that I'm gonna proceed too? Sure. Yeah, probably I'm gonna die in this one. Let's see. Trying to do it. No blocks, no attacks, no nothing. No damage. Yeah, that sucks. I need the third or fourth land. think we're done. Yeah. I'm a ghost. Just fixing something, but still having problems with this. I think I'm not going to be using the chroma key. The prime piercer tells me it's kind of a red dead wing. Nice. Oh, you put to Ajax. Obviously, to Ajax. Next turn is gonna be a lot of damage. We'll be at risk 4-4. You have to start something. What you're gonna do on it? Let it pass. That's once you're gain some life. Yeah, sure. It's not gonna kill me with that. Or at least I think it's not gonna kill me. Ooh, I think he did. Okay. 10. That kind of suck. Yeah. That kind of suck. Have to try to kill it. And sometimes to forget that I need to risk it a little bit more. I'm not a aggro player, but well, it's not a justification, but it's the truth. Throw an Ember Plate this turn. Sound like that. Everything depends on the Oh, game over. This moment I feel like only elves are the aggro deck that can sustain the meta at this moment due to how fast it is, because any other deck will just do it. For example, this deck, it was really only one piece fully. So, kind of don't like those type of decks. I'll play first, so yeah, let's give it a try. Start shooting some damage. Sorry about that. Let me go ahead and minimize the sound. Thank you for the information though. Is that one okay? And how are you? Sorry that the sound is really loud. Still loud. still too loud, or is that okay? Excellent. Yeah, sorry about that. It's what I think is this the second time that I stream, so I'm quite new on this one. And I do have a YouTube channel that I just started, but I don't know. I'm still trying to like going up. It's kind of difficult. All of this type of things. It's a lot of. It's really new for me. So here. Oh, this one's gonna leave a mark. Sad. Do you like to play historic? Or which deck do you play? Okay. Yeah, it's kind of difficult on that one. I'm trying some decks. I usually go to a high ranking with the elves. Oh, vampires! I haven't used vampires at all. I don't think I have. The main thing is that at least this is a free to play account, so I don't have much of a pool. But well, probably I'll be able to do something with vampires. I don't know. Do you have a list that you use? I'm gonna finish this game and probably I'll be able to see my pool. Um, for this one. And do you like to to watch those streams or channels like this one? I don't know. It's something really new to me, so I have to ask. Ooh, that's a really good question. Let me check. Do you have one way to see it, like, I don't know, for example, tab.com, or even, how's this page called? Do you use on tab.gg? That's a new one also. You can set up your list in there and just pass me the link in the chat. I'm trying to do my best. Hopefully, in the future, if you like, we can go ahead and play someday. But yeah, I prefer to go ahead and do historic. Standard is good and everything, but for a free-to-play account, uh, doesn't work. Standard rotates so fast, you always lose what you do if you don't have the money to actually be that competitive. Then you won't be able to like be in the top spots. So I prefer historic. Everything that you draw, you keep it, and this is still good until a ban things like rainstorm. That was such a misfortune that they kinda banned brainstorm. What? Okay. I have a lot of decks that I want to finish, but I still don't have the pieces. Yeah, most of them are for historic. You can see I have a lot of them, and I want to try some others. For example, these ones they're for standard. They were for the World's Championship. I'm still missing some pieces, but they're kind of good. Now you let me with one single doubt on that one. What do I have for? Oh, no, it's not this one. Yeah, discharge. Vampires. Mm-hmm. Look for. Let's see how much I'm able to actually work with with your list, or how much do I have for that list. uh, Bloodlord. Quack quack. Still missing some pieces in here. It is 8 swamps, 8 plains. Add them to Vanguard. By the way, do you like to play Commander? I oh. Would be 4 on these ones. Legion Lieutenant. Fort Legion Lieutenant. Bona. I don't have that one. Sorry about that. I see. But is that you don't like it, or is simply that it's not something for you? Champion of Dusk. Now I'm going to try to play with what I have, but as you can see, I don't have much of the pieces that you use for that deck. Icon of Ancestry. Okay. Oh. Got only one isolated shuffle. Cookless Char. Oh, I see. Yeah. Well, then probably you will be able to take advantage for Brawl Historic. That's kind of commander-ish. So I have a small channel, a YouTube channel called Geeky Magic. That's what is the name of my account, right? And I'm doing some videos of less than 1 minute, combos of less than $20. So if you're interested, or if you know, if your friends like those type of things, you can check it out. Champion of Dusk, Sanctum Seeker. Oh. Got only one of those. Dusk Legion. Oh, that Johnny, I think I don't have. No, I don't have it. And I used to have all of these things when it was in the beta version of the game. Problem was when they, every time they make an update, they just remove this, the bull fist. Okay, I got one of those. Yeah, sure. Let me just set it up in here. I'm just starting, so there's nothing like that much fascinating, but yeah, it's something. I started like probably 2 months ago, so, and it's kind of difficult to upload some videos. I don't have the time with the work, but I'm doing my best. One video, and I'll try to arm as much as I have for this deck, and if you can give me a hand just to fill out the spaces with things that I have, and we can give it a try. It seems I don't have that one. The Hunt of High Tower. Oh, I misspelled it, sorry. No, I don't have that one either. Hi. brackage. Which expansions? This one are 2. Okay. So wait a minute. There are 2. No, there is only 1, which is, and it's supposed to be how many swamps? 8 swamps and 8. So this is what I currently own for the deck that you play. I'm sorry about that. And the main problem with Bona is that it's Mythic. I don't have wild cards at this moment. Got only 1 rare. I just assemble a couple of decks. But let's try with this ones. Which 10 spaces do you think it would be able to try? I know Bona is important, but we need to try with other things. Okay. We currently are at 23 lands. Yeah, that was the problem. That this is a free-to-play account, and because I always try to build some of the decks, they are kind of maintained, so I ended up without wildcards pretty quick. Legion Zealots. Okay, so this one, do I go to 4? Will be remaining like what, 7 spaces? Was Regent. Whenever deals damage to player, put many +1/+1 counters on it. Okay. Excellent. Now what else can I go ahead and add on this deck? Valentine. We have still 7 slots, so should we try something like this one? Oh. Besides which vengeance and settle the wreckage? Do you use any other type of removal? For the list that you sent me, I didn't see any removal besides those two. I'm sorry about that. I really wanted to try it like that, but if it's too difficult, I can go ahead and save it and we can try another day. Let's leave it like that. It's interesting. It's really interesting. I don't know how it's gonna work, but probably it's gonna have some good results. Only those foreign. I see. Mhm. Would you like to try with some removal with those pieces? Or any other type of, for example, this type of creature? There's a 2/1. Probably it'll receive flying in the future with the city's blessing and can deal some damage in the short game and some removal and give it a try. What do you think? Cordial Vampire. And I got none of them. I can go ahead and add one. That is the only uh, rare that I have at this moment. Okay. Let's give it a 4 and I have then still 3 slots. And we can go ahead and give it a try. Or some removal. This one is card draw. More damage. Protection, that could be another thing. Indulging. Okay, I have 3 spaces, so maybe one more call to fist. Okay, let's give it one more. One more settle. Would you like me to add the last slot with this one? Indulging this vampire novel? Something like that. If you're okay with this, let me know and let's give it a few matches with it. Okay, let's do one thing. Let's remove this one. Let's add this one. So let's go. The worst thing that can happen is that I go to what, 18,000 in the ranking. I'm not that worried because I know I can go ahead and level up to the 500 range easily. Yeah, okay. So we have first turn, second. Yeah, it looks like a really acceptable hand. And let's go with this one. The main problem that I see in this one is combo decks. There are a lot of combo decks at this moment. Ooh, elves. Yeah, elves. Okay. Go with this one. Ooh, I need a massive removal at this moment. Okay. Yeah. Dual Trickery is, and it depends on the deck, but you have to play against it. And but in fact, I hated more Jeskai Control because it's such an unfair game. Even with Dual Trickery, you can go ahead and try to play around it. But for Jeskai Control, it's so exhausted. More when it's mirror match. One match can last even 20 minutes. It drains you a lot. Something tells me that we're not gonna pass this elvish wall. Something tells me that I died. Okay, if I go ahead and block with all 5, it's gonna be only some, but with this one, it's gonna pump all of them. This one is gonna turn it to 5 5s plus the +2/+2 on this one, so everyone will be at least within 6 to 7. I can block 5, that means that the rest, they kill me. Okay, for Narnia. I died already, so doesn't matter. Yeah, I needed the massive removal. And in fact, even if I had settled the Racket or the Witch's Vengeance, I didn't have enough mana to cast it, so... Yeah, GG. Well, we tried. Let's give it another one. See how it goes. Maybe you can give me a hand. I'm thinking I want to start a project with my YouTube channel, and I don't know if you think it's good or not. Sorry, I'm just filling up my water bottle. You can see. Actually, oh, looks really acceptable. The thing is that I'm a level 2 judge, and I'm thinking of building some videos about resolving some doubts, any game interactions, or probably even classes, MTG classes. But I don't know if that's gonna be a good idea or a bad one. So I'm asking for opinions. What do you think? Might be a good idea? Yeah, classes. There's a lot of people that like to be a judge or just to learn how to play properly. Because even if, for example, Arena... Oh. Even if Arena does a lot of things automatically, it has a lot of bugs and other things that are not like the optimal play. So by giving classes, people actually learn how to play properly more in paper, right?
Let's slow this down. Let's skip to the good part.
Really? Then I should give it a try. Thank you very much for the information, though. Really? So you're from Brazil? So you speak Portuguese? That's a good one.
You know what? I'm not done.
Yeah. Torrential Gearhawk. Doesn't matter, doesn't matter. If he doesn't have
Keep up the pace.
a counter at the end step, I can go ahead and place this tree. Oh, it's a sorcery. I thought it's an instant. Dumb dumb. You need to read the freaking cards. So the only instant that I have in here is settle the wreckage. Okay. My bad. Sorry about that. Ah. See what I'm telling you? I hate more playing against or mirror match on Jeskai control. Gets to a point that I'm unable to do something else. Two, 5, 9. I need one more permanent for the city's blessings. They're gonna shoot me everything in the face, right? Yeah, probably it's not working as your deck was working, but well, I'm giving it a try. Nerf islands. That's another thing. Everything depends because, for example, in Commander, I used to have a Teferi Mage of Sulfur deck, and yeah, it was a mono blue deck, but he had 0 counters. Now the good part on that deck is that it was so well armed that probably if there was no interaction in third or fourth turn, I was able to win, but 0 counters, that was good. So I'm not against islands, I'm more against counters, but wow. There's nothing we can do on that one. So yeah, let's keep. Now I'll be streaming on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So if you would like to join me in any other occasion, you're more than welcome. Maybe you can go ahead and teach me some Portuguese because I know a little bit of Spanish, but Portuguese, no, that's a new one for me. Ooh. Fire. kill it. Something tells me it's gonna kill it. No, I'm not gonna block. This is this one. Cycle into the battlefield to choose a creature type X +1/+1. Ah, motherfucker. Yes. Vampires. Okay. I'll trust your word in that one. Oh. Can go ahead and block some of the damage, but not enough. And if they have an Emberclave, we die. For 8, so we're still missing 2 permanents for the city's blessing. Okay, we can go ahead and block this one, block this one, block this one, this one, and we die on this one. Yeah. That's sad. Would you like me to continue one more time with this deck, or to change another deck and recover some of the positions that I currently lost? What? They have something banned in. Yeah, sorry about that. Give me some time. I may be able to farm some of the cards and I'll give it another try. I have the list now, but don't worry about the rank. I can even show you that I always keep my standings in here. So as you can see, some days it has been really bad, and other days I'm able to recover it. So don't worry about that. Okay, opponent's going first, so win now second and for Coco to third turn. Well, most of the times first of all, try to save the goal. I ended up doing around 5,000 gold for 2 days, 2 to 3 days. Now the other thing is that I usually with that goal I go ahead and draft the quick draft, and with quick draft is easier to actually get some of the pool. Not only that, but I'm with the quick draft I'm able to turn out that goal within 450 to 750 gems. So also that also helps a lot when reach the 3,400 I think it is for the bundle for every start of the season. And like that I'm trying to keep all the wild cards that I get. Now the only problem that I'm having is that because I'm building a lot of historic decks, I don't have enough cards. And a lot of people have told me like, okay, you also need to invest in standard, and I don't like the idea, but I think I'll have to do it. And some of the cards from the standard at this moment, I was able to build at least one Rakdos deck. It's not bad, but it's not also that like incredibly good. But yeah, mainly everything is done with gold. It's not just Jeskai control, but it seems similar to it. For example, at this moment, I think I have 4,300 coins. So I'm just waiting. Probably tomorrow we'll be able to have the 5,000 coins and start drafting again. That's only one card in hand. Is a counter or is not a counter? It's not a counter. Oh, sweet. Okay, just thinking on something. Rachel, I knew that was going to happen. When I finish this one, let me show you what I do some of the times. Oh, that sucks. Nope. That really sucks. No, don't worry, you can do it with time. Believe me, that's one of the things that Magic has that is not regarding the deck. I know a lot of people that they have spent hundreds of dollars working with one deck, and they don't win not even a single tournament. And there's a lot of people that I know that actually spent like less than 100, and they win tournaments. So don't worry about that. And that's why I focus more in historic there than anything else, because it's a safe bet. You're going to spend something, it's not gonna rotate, and even if you are able to pull off all the pieces for one deck, then you will be able to win, to learn how the meta is, learn how you are going to work with that deck, all the variants that you can work with that deck, and you are able to win. So don't worry about that. Okay, the moment of truth. If he has a counter, probably died. If he doesn't have a counter, he dies at this moment. So, wish me luck. Ah. Chipping some damage. That's game. Kind of. That's why I use most of the time elves. Elves is a really good deck that you can use. It doesn't require that much of a wild cards like rare or mythics, and it's a really fast deck. Let me show you some information in here so you can. First of all, this is the deck. Where is it? Elves historic. So if you realize a lot of them are commons. So now this one is one of the rares that are currently in standard. So most likely you will be able to pull it up from a booster. Now this one is an uncommon. Probably you have uncommons from standard itself. What you need is Faithless Heaven and this one. These ones are uncommons. For the rest, they are not the standard, and mainly is a good deck. Let me show you some information that I have in here for this deck. Currently, this is my information and how I'm using. And if you realize this deck, I spent more than 300 games with a 57 win rate. It's really good. And if you can see, I'm able to still keep it up to 200s, 300s. And that's the good part about working with historic. Well, that's good. So you still have some of them already, and that's the good part of some of those pieces. Now you can always try to build also something that is good for the meta. For example, let me show you. Um, this one is for standard, so historic. This is currently what they are playing. A lot of people is playing, and this one has a lot of pieces that probably are in standard. For example, this one, Skyclave Operations, uh, Righteous Valkyrie. If you realize there's a lot of pieces that are for a standard in the current standard, that you can go ahead and take them, can have them, or probably if they just rotated things like, for example, Bishop of Winds or Speaker of the Heavens, those pieces just rotated. So most of the times you might be able to have them. Now, the other thing that you can take in consideration is, and is one thing that I always advise on these type of things, is that if you're going to invest in a format such as this one that is historic, try to invest in one card or spend your wildcards in cards that are the multiple decks use. For example, Selesnya Angels, they use Collective Company. Excellent. Okay, for Selesnya Angels, let's search for any other deck that uses Collective Company. Okay, Mono Green Elves. Mono Green Elves uses Forced Collective Company. Okay, let's go with another one. I've seen, I don't know if in here there's a list, but I'm seeing, okay, Selesnya Humans. Selesnya Humans has 4 collective companies. So that means that at least 3 decks from the current meta, they use collecting company. So it is a safe bet to say that if you have 4 wildcards, rare wildcards, you will be able to spend those wildcards properly. And if you do your homework and you search for certain pieces that actually a lot of decks use, then that means that little by little you will be able to have a good deck. And when you realize you have multiple options, not only one. But that's kind of difficult, right? I don't know if that works a little bit on how to do things. Now, there's other decks that are quite good, that doesn't require that much of an investment, such as this one that I was playing. There's Mono Red. And if you notice, a lot of pieces just rotated. Things like Emberclave, Annex, probably you have them, they just rotated. And new pieces at the current moment, for example, for Jumpstart, we have this one that is common. It's really simple with commons. And other ones that are currently in standard, such as Rolling Vortex or Den of the Bugbear. And this one has really good standards also. Let me show you. See, I got more than 70 games with a 51% win rate, with 57% on the play. On the draw, it's really difficult. And there's a lot of matches that you can check. For example, in this one against Gruul is up to 67% win rate. And it's a really good deck, actually. So don't worry if you think that you wish to have a really good deck to actually be in a different ladder. That is with time. You will be able to have more decks and other options. And believe me, little by little you will be able to learn how to play this format. Let's give it a try. Let's continue trying to see if I can recover some of the points. This one is a no-go. I don't have any first turn, second turn. I need this one to be first to gain value on this one, and Crater Half doesn't work on this one, so it's a mulligan. This one is much better. It's not as good, but I don't want to risk another mulligan, so let's keep it. Yep. So, you're welcome. Actually, that's one of the ideas that I wanted to do. I don't know if that's something that you think is something that might help. Not only one video to like show how the economy is for a free-to-play gamer, how to do your pool, but also any type of tricks that can help on those type of decks. But yeah, the best advice that I can give you is just, well, try to search for the pieces that actually a lot of decks share, and invest on those pieces, because the story doesn't rotate, and because it doesn't rotate, then that means that until for some reason if the deck gets banned, then you have to worry about. But if not, you have an eternal deck, and being an eternal deck, you can go ahead and learn how to play with that deck and against the deck. So oh, I forgot to show you one thing. I got so excited on this one, and oh, I'm about to lose this one. So let me show you what I was saying. Okay. Yeah. Too many lands. Around 750 gold you make for in a day with this type of events, and you can also recycle the daily event, and you can refresh it also. So if you realize I have at this moment 4,625 gold, so when I reach to 5,000, most of the times, even if it's quick draft, this is the best way to not only turn your gold into gems. If you realize I have at the current moment 1,500 gems, and you will be having whatever comes first, or the 7 wins or 3 losses. Now this usually you can go ahead and reach the 4 wins if you're kind of good on draft. Now the other thing that it works with this kind of drafts is that there's 2 things that actually help. First, you're not drafting against any other opponent. You are drafting against a bot, artificial intelligence. So it is actually quite easy to kind of manage what you're picking in order to control and create a good deck. That doesn't mean that your opponents that you're going to run out and fight with them, they're most likely they already discovered how to do it also. So they are going to also be able to manipulate the system, right? So yeah, you will encounter some decks that are gonna be really hard, but it's kind of easy to reach around the 3 to 4 wins. Not only that, but also uh, when you open a booster, is 7 cards. With drafting, is actually 15 cards. So you're kind of investing to have more cards. If you have already the cards, doesn't matter. That means that you will be raising the percentage of your bubble, and that's why I use this type of pages to follow my stats. Let me show you. Mm. Because in this one, not only I can have the full view on my current collection on a standard, but also give me my progress in the ball. So drafting like that, you will be able to not only like finish your ball quickly, but also be able to have everything more quickly. For example, in this case for Syndicate Rising, I have already the 100% commons. Also for Kaladesh and Strixhaven. Uncommons, I already have it for Strixhaven. For Kaladesh, I'm missing 19. And for Syndicate Rising, I'm missing 24. So actually drafting, you will be able to pull off all of it without any problems. At this moment, I'm trying to rise the Midnight Hunt, but I'm still saving. Usually saving around 3 days gives me for one draft, and this is not only a good way to actually make your pool, but also by drafting you will be able to have some wild cards with the prices or with some cards that you actually want. And it works a lot. So most likely I'm gonna be drafting on Thursday. If you want to draft with me, I can go ahead and save this, because tomorrow I will be able to reach the 5,000, right? So I will be able to draft on Thursday. If you want me to join, let me know. Yeah, it's the best way to use your gold draft. Skip it. Yeah, I'm gonna do my best for now. But I'll be leaving in half an hour. It is almost midnight and I have to work tomorrow. Well, to be honest with you, I suck at draft. I even ended up asking one of my students to show me how to draft, because I'm really bad at it. Don't kill it. Don't. Don't do it. No! Starting to hate that card. It's kind of the best removal for all this type of decks. Ah, yeah. It's getting hot in here. Probably as a player, I wasn't that good at drafting. As a judge, I was always able to see and learn some of the ways how to play and everything. But I don't know, I'm kind of sucky in draft. And the main thing is that there's a lot of people that likes to draft, but they kind of do their homework and everything. With this student that I had, he was teaching me, and at that moment, it was like the holiday draft, and he was like, "No, you have to know that this color is the color for this one, and you have to do this and this and build it like that and whatever." And it get to a point that it was like, damn, he's really really good. And he was like, no, try to don't make that mistake, because on Kaldheim this one is you have to do this. And it was like, okay, show me. And I saved for like 3 or 4 drafts. And when we were like playing and actually in video, and I was like, okay, he was like, do this and that, and when I realized, it was like, okay, it was really easy, simple. I didn't saw anything like that complicated, and he went 7-0, and it was like, damn, you're really good at this. Okay, needs some mass removal. If not, he already died. No blocks. It's gonna be only 4 damage. Mass remove. No. That's the only thing that I'm starting to hate with the historic. There's only like fire, 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 combo, combo, combo. That's it. Oh, come on, stop drawing lands. Chandra.
When people start screaming, I know I'm on. Yup, you're going down.
Okay. We can still win this one. Come on, come on. That's only one card in hand. And if it's not massive removal, we can still do it. Doesn't matter, doesn't matter. Ah, come on. Seems that I'm gonna start receiving damage with the land. Data collecting company. Something similar. Well, let's try and some damage in here. Take it. Oh, come on, stop with lands. I'm gonna start blocking. Too many lands. And GG. You don't play those events to example. I kind of do it sometimes. If you want, we can go ahead and give it a try with those events at this moment. But mainly due to time restrictions, I do most only the 15 daily, right? Um, where is it? All events. Let's go with an historic event. Let's give it once. Yeah, submit. The main thing is that I don't have much of time, so time affects a lot. So most of the times I do like 3 or 4 wins at the beginning of the day, and at the end of the day I'll do the rest. And the problem that I have with this type of events is that it requires to pull off at least as 5-0 or a 5-3, whatever you want to say, to like kind of recover what you invest. And there's sometimes that I ended up like having like, jeez, only like combo second turn T-Wall trickery, and I don't recover much, so I ended up losing a lot of like gold. I don't like lose that much, that amount of gold. Simple. This type of offense feels like I'm gambling, and I don't like to gamble. That's simple. Okay, you need to. This one is gone. You have to throw this one. Okay. So it's going to do it twice. Yeah. Yeah. But what do you play those type of events? Do you like to do those type of events? Okay, he still has fire in the graveyard. It's kind of difficult to play around combos. First of all, you need to know how the combo works in order to fight against it. How do I get control on this one? Try to center yourself like one deck that you want to learn how to use it, or do you want to invest that you're going to take all your savings in order to build that deck and be mentalized that you will be able to play with that deck. And that's the good thing about story, that doesn't matter the deck, you will be able to reach far if you know how to use it. And believe me, you will be able, once that you have that deck and know how to work with that deck and how to play against a lot of other decks, then yeah, you will be able to make some money if you have the time. Okay, mulligan once. Mulligan twice. Black. That's a bad sign. Oh. Speaking of combo decks, that's another one. The only bad thing that I don't like about elves is that there's no responses. If they play something like really, really punctual to make a combo, if you don't have that response, then you won't be able to do anything. That's why Jeskai Control is still being the number one deck in the current meta, because it has multiple responses for everything. Okay, let's start dealing some damage in here. You have to block or you die. And you bleed. Conceded. Now, you have to take in consideration that with these events, you're going to reach really, really, like, what? Really small players that actually have like a really broken decks. Because a lot of people that likes to not only play like casual or wants to try ideas, they go ahead and try with these events. Rules of the Dream Dent. Can be bubbles, can be fractals. Can be Mordu. castle. One castle, come on. Castle. Still. I need a castle. Castle or a mana producer. Some similar. How many cards does he have in graveyard? So he can go ahead and cast Cruxam, but loses the Delirium. He did it anyways. Try to reach Delirium again. He is in a really dire position. We'll be blocking only this one because if not I'll die. Now we'll be able to kill him next turn. Now no. Too late. Yeah, I die in here. Yeah. So this is what I was telling you about. I don't like this type of events because I feel like I'm I'm gambling. You were telling me that you have the time. So what, you study or you work at halftime? Well, how do you say it? Hadis? Yeah, that sucked. Atus. Okay. Thank you for clarifying that one. Sorry if I butcher your nickname. This one's really, really good. So I'm gonna start receiving damage by air. So you have only... Yeah. So there's only a few things that save me. Oh, let's do that. I'm gonna receive a lot of damage. Just think I can go ahead and block here. Try to block with this one because it's gonna be a lot of damage. Here, here, here. If I do it like that, I'm gonna lose my whole board and I will be receiving 9, 15, 17. I die. If I block one by one, not gonna lose the board, but am I able to do something? If I only block here, will be 7, 11, 15. I would have to block another one. Would be 6. Yeah. So I'll be receiving a 13. Yeah, too late. And that's it. It was one of those days that actually I had really bad luck with the deck. They're not perfect decks, but at least I recovered 200 from the 500. And let's see. Oh, I didn't have this one. So I'm gonna give in one more. And then I'm going to sleep. I would like to thank you that I thought that I was not gonna have not even one one person in the stream today. So thank you. And it was really good to meet you actually. Same to you. Hopefully I will be able to see you on Thursday. If not, it will be in any other way. So, a good night. See you around. Good night. I'm not thinking straight at this moment. So thank you for watching. It's been a pleasure. And see you around. Bye.